What's going on, guys? Will Morris here, bringing guys a brand new episode of Washington Station, the best station for Washington Football Nation. It never gets easy, does it? It never gets easy. And I just say, if you're not a Redskins fan, please take pity to your fellow Reds or Washington football fans. We're going through a rough time right now. Nothing seems to be going very well for us. There's a few good things that we'll talk about later in the week. But the main topic of today, and what has been some former main topics, it never gets easy. It never does. It really never gets easy. Oh well. Anyway, let's get to why it's not easy. So last month we went through the change of our team name from Washington Redskins to Washington Football Team. Hopefully next to Washington Red Wolves, HTTR. And I'm just going to say it now because I'm not going to make a whole video about it. But really, Chiefs special on NFL Network, hail to the Chiefs. I don't know if that's the Chiefs' idea, I don't know if that's the NFL's idea. Either way, it's a slap in the face and it doesn't need to happen. It doesn't matter who started it, it doesn't need to happen. Friday, August 7th at 5 p.m. right after Derrius Guice turned himself in at the London Adult Detention Center. Is that or is it Loudon? I don't know. Anyway, he is facing charges, which is one count of strangulation, which is a felony in the county, 3 counts of assault and battery, as well as 1 count of destruction of property. What are you doing, man? The whole fan base loves you, and this brings back a question, because you remember back in the draft he fell to the second round when he was listed as a first round talent. So the question was, why did he fall to the second round? And the answer may be there were character issues that were talked about at the time, but apparently it turned out not to be true. What if they were true? Because stuff's coming out now that Guice wasn't really anybody's favorite in the Washington building. So I mean, Randy Jordan loved him, and Adrian Peterson did, but maybe there's some executives that knew something we don't, and kind of looked at him gave him the side eye every time he walked by. Yeah, you don't know. I don't know. But he was released immediately after that, and his attorney came out saying the Washington Redskins released him too suddenly. Well, you have 5 counts of crime on you at the time. 1 of strangulation, 3 of assault and battery, and 1 of destruction of property. I mean, we all know the NFL is going to do their investigation. That takes forever. And he did not get picked up on the waivers while he was on waivers, because nobody's going to pick him up. Because the simple thing is, if you pick him up, he'll probably be suspended if he ever gets to play again, which he was released on a $10,000 unprotected bond, I think. And so you're kind of like this limbo state with Derrius. It's just like, well, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. Is he going to keep going? Is he ever going to be able to play again? Some team going to pick him up. It really is based on what happens in court. What happens in court, whenever his court date is what's going to determine everything that happens from here on with him. But whatever happens with him, most likely does not involve the Washington football team. So, anyway, it is a slap in the face. You wouldn't expect it from Derrius. He always seems like a nice guy. When I worked at training camp last year, he was just such a great stand-up guy. Always wanted to be with the kids. A lot of times had to be pulled away from the kids by security because he had to get to a meeting. But he tried to push out that time just as far as he could so he could, give back to the kids. He's been a great guy out of LSU. So much talent, so much wasted opportunity right there. It's honestly disheartening that it's happened. But, as Deion Sanders said today, and can we all just give Deion Sanders just a moment of praise right now. Because he went out and said what has been needed to be said. These NFL players making a big deal about, oh, I'm not going to play, which is understandable. You got families, you have kids. I'm not putting the blame. I understand that you don't want to play. There's a lot of uncertainty with COVID right now, especially with the NFL. You just don't know what's going to happen, or what you're at, or what, and how much you're at risk, or how much you're not. So, I don't mind that, but them trying to make a big deal out of it. Deion Sanders said it perfectly. Nobody's irreplaceable. You're not important in the NFL unless you're a ref or an umpire. You're like, umpires, they aren't the NFL. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're the ref. There's a whole entire group of the officials, field officials. Only one person is the main referee. Then you got the umpire, you got the line judge, you got the side judge. So I just want to put that out there too, because I saw that they're getting at him, so y'all are attacking with false information from a guy that literally is a Hall of Famer. I don't know why some people are just so stupid, but he said basically nobody's irreplaceable. You're not important in the NFL. The game moves on without you. What happens if a player goes down? The next one comes on, the game keeps going. Nobody is super important in the game. Nobody is irreplaceable. Not even Tom Brady. Not even Drew Brees. Not even Michael Thomas. Not even Julio Jones. Not even Christian McCaffrey. Nobody is irreplaceable. But how does this Derrius Guice situation, but going off that, how it affects the Washington football team? It really doesn't. Because the idea was, alright, how's this carry going to be split between Derrius and Adrian Peterson? Well, we all know it's Adrian Peterson. Welcome, buddy. Your team. It's like, no, that's right. Washington football fans really haven't been worried, because it's like, when usually a star player goes down, everybody's like, well, who's going to replace him? I just don't know. They're going to have to recover from this, and Adrian Peterson's just sitting there. It's like, I'm ready to go. And he's ready to go. Year 14, he's slowing down. He is not slowing down. If you have watched him, he still has the same speed. Maybe not the same speed, but he has the same power, that acceleration, that boost. He can still put anybody on their butt on the ground if he needs to. I mean, it's really not a question. Adrian Peterson's going to be the starter, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not worried about it one bit, because he's a freaking Hall of Famer. And we got him sitting there. And then also, I think it's just like a little bit of God's work here right now, that Bryce Love, who many expected still was going to be on the PEP list all season, and he got activated and is full participant and is going to be going week 1. I think it's just a good timing. He has so much speed. He's not that much different from what Guice was. And so I think, Bryce Love is going to take over what Derrius was. I think Adrian Peterson's now the definite starter. And Bryce Love's going to be right behind him, just kind of breathing down his neck. He's like, I want to run. Give me the ball. I want to run. But, I think it's going to be fine. And it kind of narrows down, because we also released the running back Josh Ferguson, which is, I don't know why we kept him this long. So now the running back room is Adrian Peterson, I said his name, Bryce Love, Peyton Barber, J.D. McKissick, and I just had him in my head. Peyton Barber, J.D. McKissick. There's another one. I don't remember his name. Oh, Antonio Gibson. How did I forget Antonio Gibson? Antonio Gibson. Because he's a running back / receiver, so I got confused. But, yeah, so we got a big room. We got people that can all start. I think Bryce Love can potentially start. Antonio Gibson can potentially start. Adrian Peterson is the starter. Peyton Barber will probably get cut. J.D. McKissick is going to be the third down back. So I think we're in good hands. Derrius Guice situation. I just hope he gets help. I hope he gets right. I wish him the best. I'm not going to put any negative will towards him. I think he's got enough of that right now. So I'm, I wish him the best. I'm praying for him. I hope you all do too. I know it's not the popular thing to say, but I will say go comment. Oh, he doesn't have social media anymore because he deleted it. Never mind. I don't say reach out and just say a word of encouragement, saying, no, we're hoping that you get better and stuff. But he deleted all social media, so that is not possible. But I just don't get worried if you're a Washington fan. Don't get worried. Running back room is fine. Agent Peterson is the starter. Bryce Love is back, and I'll talk more about that later in the week with a couple other players. You probably already know who I'm talking about. And Derrius, unfortunate what happened. Life goes on. You're not irreplaceable, Derrius, and we're going to move on. We'll have a great season, 9-7. Thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell button down below so you're notified every single time we upload a brand new video. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts. Make sure you fill out the form that Washington football team sent out to all fans, asking for your input. You know, if you want it to be a certain name, Red Wolves, go ahead and make sure your voice is heard. If they try to start the hashtag 1932, horrible hashtag, doesn't need to happen. Not happening. They want input. I said fight for old DC. If you agree with that, go put that down. I saw that was a popular one. Go put down your thoughts. And I hope y'all stay safe. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And I will catch y'all later. My name is Will Morris, and I'm out. Peace.